story are other elements that we consider when we are evaluating a story. When something is a symbol, it first has a literal meaning within the story and then a figurative meaning. And that meaning is supported by the text itself. When we look at symbolic meaning, we typically see it as having a limited range of meanings rather than meaning one thing. Because when we have that literal and figurative meaning and it has a one-on-one correlation, then that is an allegory. When we look at symbols, we think about the types of symbols. There are conventional symbols, things that we widely accept the meaning of. Some symbols, though, are perceived differently depending on the culture that the story is about or the culture in which the interpretation is taking place. And then there are some symbols that we consider to be universal or have a kind of archetypal meaning. The library databases have books that allow you to look at symbolic meaning. One of the important things about symbolism is that the symbolic meaning is going to be supported by the text. Whenever you interpret something that is literal as having figurative meaning, as having symbolic meaning, the one thing that you want to do is to make sure that the text itself supports the interpretation that you are making. When you go to the library database, if you go to Credo Reference and you look at the concept map and put symbolism in, you'll notice that you get a variety of connections. If I look at symbolism here, it redirects me slightly so I can look at specific kinds of symbolism, and you notice it also refers us to particular authors. If I go instead to the search function within Credo Reference and I simply put in symbolism, I get a variety of hits. But notice that you're going to have symbolism in a variety of reference books. And you can also look up particular symbols to see what they mean. One specific text that is listed in the library catalog under books takes you for the electronic book to the link here, a dictionary of literary symbols. So if I click on it, I actually have access to this book, and I can look up particular words or particular kinds of symbols within it to see what they generally are believed to mean. So understand that symbols can have a variety of meanings. They always need to fit within the context of the story with regard to interpretation, but you can go to the library databases for information on interpreting things as symbols.